You know, you become something special whenever you expect something special.
It's been the best 31 years of my life.
My favorite thing is really just the challenge, the mix of it all, to go horseback, and you really get to, down in this environment in particular, you know.
My favorite part of working for this ranch, in the 21 years I've been here, I've been in management all but about 4 to 5 years of that. And there hasn't been a day in my career at the 4-6s that I wasn't challenged. You know, I went to work in 1999, so I've been with the ranch 21 years.
Ann hired me. Her vision when she hired me was to come here with an artificial insemination program, invest in some better genetics, stallion-wise.
So we started making those changes with an emphasis on genetics, on performance in the yard, not only growth, but efficiency.
So in running the foundation, it was not simply about approving grants. It was really about building something.
We have positioned ourselves here at the ranch with our cattle and our horses that we're in a position to lead in any kind of program that comes out, or we're in a position to develop a program if we need to. You know, Ann expected excellence.
One of the things I recognized early on from just first knowing her is that she had a good eye for a horse.
She wanted the best of the best. She wanted good cattle. She knew cattle and she knew horses.
When I look at a horse conformationally, you know, I always kind of feel like I've got her looking over the shoulder with me.
I told her last year, I'm glad I had the opportunity to tell her that she had made my life better.
She always had a big vision for anything she did. So you can see in the ranch here, it's extremely well run. It's the best that this land can possibly be. Achieve that greatness under her vision, her management, and her direction.
Ann was probably the most giving person that I have ever worked for. You know, I've watched employees that one of their family members would be diagnosed with cancer. Ann would send her plane, fly them to Houston or California or wherever the case may be, and never expect anything in return because they were loyal to her and she was loyal to them.
I had a wrist that has bothered me that I'd broke years ago, and she wanted me to go to a doctor in Fort Worth, and she went with, just like I always told her, just like my mom. We went in the waiting room and sat there together, and then went in when we'd call with the doctor's office, and I remember him telling her, said, "Now, Miss Marion, I know you have the means and you could take him to Mayo." She said, "He's not going to Mayo. I had hell getting him to come down here."
She knew their needs and she met those needs.
I used to dance with her a lot. She loved to dance.
You know, one time Ann made the comment, we were talking about a cowboy on a neighboring ranch, that what an outstanding person he was and what an outstanding cowboy he was. And she looked at me and she says, "Well, why isn't he working for us?" It wasn't long he was.
Horse, cattle production, the way she took care of her employees, the way she took care of the land, the bar was very high.
But she expected excellence in her crew. We were going to build a barn or a structure here on the ranch, and so to me, the perfect idea, because there wasn't enough area where she wanted it, was to just move it right up on top of the hill, solid rock. And I said, "Why don't we just move it up here?" And she said, "Well, why don't we just build it right here?" And I said, "Well, Ann, we're going to have to move that hill." And she said, "Is that a problem?" And I said, "No, it's not a problem." So we moved the hill. If she wanted something done and you had to move a mountain, you better go to digging. But she instilled that belief in the people. And when people believe that they're doing something that is bigger than themselves and that they can achieve excellence, it doesn't make any difference if you're the yard man mowing this yard. You feel like you're something special. You know, what makes this ranch special is because Ann expected special. And we believe in that. And that's what we've created.